Welcome to Macrocode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So on our previous video, we were able to create our tickets list. So we were able to add a new ticket. So you can add a new ticket here, provide the description. You can also provide the status, priority of the ticket, the person who created and the date created. Then you can actually create. So as you can see, this is our list of tickets. You can also do details. You can edit. As you can see, you can update these and you can assign it maybe to someone else and you can update. So then you can also delete. So this is our delete. So we can make this a bit to look more appealing. So if you go to details, you'll see how this looks. So we can actually change this. So let's go to our code. Then under details, so we are going to tickets details. Then here I'm going to do something. So I'm going to have here, I can say this is, so I can do div. So let me zoom this so that you can able to see it. Can close this. So let me also stop our application. So if I zoom, that is a bit better. So I'm going to do div class row. Then here I'm going to do here, let me just do div. Then I can say, so here I want to do something. Let's just do here, we can have this in a table. So I'm going to have this in a table. Then I can say class table. Then I can do here table row. Then here I'll have this, and I want to have this as my table data. So I'll just have this as my table data. Can have it as my table header, I mean. So this will be my table header, and this will be my table. So this will be table head. Then I can have this as my table data. So I'm going to do this as table D. Can also do here TD. So if I do that, so this needs to move here. This needs to move here. So I can be having two of them. So I can copy this. I can have two of these values in a row. So here I'll have my description. Say this is description. I can also have this as my description. Then that is it. So the next table row that I want to have is, so I'll copy that, paste it there. So we've added this. So we've added that. Then we have the descriptions, the status, I mean. So I'll have the status, and I can have here the status. Then another thing is the priority. So I can do here priority. I can also do here priority. Then I can remove this. The next one is the created by and the created on. So I'm going to copy this table row. So I'm going to copy this table row here. Can have it here. Then I can say this is created by. Then I can say here created by, but I can do here full name. So this is the full name. Then the next thing is the created on. So I see here created on, and I can do here created on. So that is it. Then I can now remove this. Then I can close. So I have my table row. So this actually should be div. Then this is closed where? It's closed here. So here I can have my table. So I can close my table, and I can do that. So this table is now closed here. My table row is, then that is it. So if we launch the app, we should be able to see that we've arranged this in kind of a table, and we are able to view the details in a more beautiful way. So let's just launch our app and see. So for those who are watching this video and you are following this series and you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. like our video, comment down below in case you have any challenges, and we will be happy to help. So as you can see, if we go to tickets, so accessing the tickets, then if we click on details, you'll notice that now our details, as you can see, we have the title, support, description, Huduma, status, and that is how this looks. So we can also change our edit buttons. Here we can have these, as buttons, say class BTN, then you can say this is primary, or you can say this is can do secondary, or we can do warning. Let's just do warning. Then you can also have this, say B class, can do class BTN, then you can say primary. So if we save and update our application, then we should be having our buttons reflecting here. So you can see this is how our buttons now looks. So you can go back to the list. Same case to edit. So you can see on edit, we have these arranged in a single, the same thing to add. So this one, we can also arrange this in a row. So if we go back to our create, I'm going to create. Then this one, I'll do div here, I'll do 12. Then here I can do, I'll do div class. I'll do div class, then I'll do row. Then I can close this. Then inside, I want to have these as a, so I can close all of these in a row. So I'll do it here. Then the next thing is I want to have these in 2 columns. So I can do div 6. Then I can close this here. So I'll do that. So if I close it, come back here, also do div, then I do here 6. Then I can close it. Then I can also do here div 6. And I can close it. Then I can also do here div 6. I can close it. Then do the same. So you can actually do that to all your form. So if we do that, you can also do it here. Sorry. So this is closing that. I need to do that. 6. Can close this here. Then I think that's okay. Then we can format our form. So if we, so this form looks the same with what we have. So I'm going to copy this row here, and I want to replace with edit. So if we go to edit, I'm also going to close this. So I'm going to replace all of this here. I'm going to replace all of this under edit up to here with our new form. So if we do that, save, then relaunch our app, we should now have our form well aligned. So for those who are watching this video and you have not subscribed, we notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you have not subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider subscribing so that you also help us to reach more people and to do more of these videos. So as you can see, this is our tickets list. So if we do add, you'll notice that our form is now in 2 columns, as you can see. So I can do support, can do Huduma, pending, status, urgent, our user is that, created on, I can do that, then we can create. So if we do that, you can see we can now add more of this information. So we can add more. So you can do here independence. So that is just a description. So it's not kind of, I'm using it as a sample thing. So you can provide the correct information. So if we do edit, you'll notice that the form is a bit small. Why? So we need to change something. So here, our edit is MD4. So here we need to do 12. So if we update, our form will now look the same way As you can see, it is now okay. And you can change this to update tickets. So you can say this is update ticket, update ticket. The same thing. So if we update, you'll notice that this is updated. So you can see update ticket. Then if we go back to our delete button, you can see the button is a bit, the orientation is not good. So let's reuse what we did for the details. So I'm going to details the way we had aligned it to our table. So I'm going to copy this table row, and we can actually move it to our delete page. So I'm going to remove this row, and I'm going to have our form there. So if we update, then you can see our delete section has changed. So are you sure you want to delete the ticket? So if we click delete, then our form is deleted. So that is it for our tickets. So the next thing that I want us to do is I want us to introduce something. So I want us to add another thing. So when you are doing tickets, these tickets need to be resolved. So one thing that we need to do is we need to provide a section for comments. So in case you are addressing these tickets, you need to provide comments. So I want us to create another model. So for that model, so let's just go to our models. So we can create new, then you can say class. Then here we can say comment. So if we add the comment, so here we'll now provide the properties. So we have here the ID. Then you can provide the comment description. So here we'll just do string comment. So we'll just do, can say description. So that is our comment. Then we can do created on. So we can do date time. So we can log the time the comment was logged. Let's say created on. Then another thing is we need to track the person who created. So you can say here string. Then you can say created by ID. And remember, we need to tie this to our user table. So we'll do created by application user. So we'll do application user. Then you can say created by. So these will be our created by. So let me just do that. Then I can replace this. Sorry. So I need to copy that and have it here. So if we do created by, so that is my. Then the next thing that I need to do is we need to tie this to our tickets. So I can do here. So here I'll just do. We need to know which comment is, this comment is for which ticket. So I'll just do ticket ID. Then here I'll need to do, so these are foreign key. So I'll do public ticket. Then I can say ticket. Then that is it. So since we've done that, we've now created that. So we have you can provide the comment description, tie it to a ticket, and it will log all this information. So you know what we need to do next is to add this to our application DB context. So here we'll copy this line. So we'll need to copy this line and have it here. So here we'll do comment. Then the next thing that we need to do is to provide so this is our comments table. So after we have done that, so what we need to do is to add migrations. And remember, for us to add migrations, so I want us to do one thing. So let's come here to our on model create. So this is it. So I want us to copy. So let's just do builder. So I want us to say builder.entity. Then we'll do comment. So we'll say comment. Then here we can say as one. We can say as one. So this is user. So we say as one created by. So you can do with many. So you can do that. Then you can also say that as foreign key. So you can do the foreign key is the ticket ID. Then you can say on delete. If this on delete, you can say restrict. So that is it. So the next thing is so here you can say actually created by, and you can copy this, do it here. So I'm going to comment that. Then I'm going to say here comment, this will be ticket, and this will be ticket ID. So then once we have that, then we can do this. Then the next thing is to add migration. So we have that. So I'll just go to tools, NuGet Package Manager console, and here I'm going to now do add migration. Then you can say comments. So press enter. So our migration will be generated. So as the migration generates, click the subscribe button, like our video, and comment down below if you're following this series and you're learning more. So that is it. So you can see now we have our file has been generated called comments, and it is going to create a table called comments and all these properties. So if you are cool with this, the next thing is we need to update the database. So these are two very important commands that you need to be aware of. So we'll just do update database, press enter, and our database will be updated. So there we go. So you can see all that is okay. So if we go to our database, we'll actually find that particular table. So this is our application. So if we refresh our tables, then go to our table, you'll see comments. Select the comments table. You'll notice that we don't have any information right now. So let's go back to our code. So we now have our table. So let's scaffold. So we do new scaffolded item, MVC controller with views, then choose our class, which is comments, then application DB context, and this will be our controller. So add it. So once you add it, that will be extracted and everything will be generated if all the code is working fine. So let's just proceed and see. So for those who are watching this video and you like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and share this video with your colleagues. So as you can see, this is our controller, and we have our index, everything. So the next thing that I want us to do is let's link this to our navigation pane. So we can do here comments. So then you can do here, let's say, so these will be comments. Then, so this is comments. Then that is index, and we can say this is comments. So once we have that, so let's launch our app. So if we launch our app, we should now be able to navigate to that section, and we should be good to go. So there is our application, and you can see we now have comments. If we click it, it will take us to the index page. So you see this is our index page. You can also do some modifications to the index page. So I'm going to comments, then do index. Then here I can say ticket comments. So then here we can do, this is a button. We can do here BTN primary. Then this is our table, so we can do here table. So we can do Hoover, can also do table, can do bordered, do table, can do stripped. So that is it. So if we update our application, we should be able to see the changes here. So let's just see. You see, this is tickets, comments, and we now have create new. So if I just click create, it will give us this form. But now it has linked our created by ID with our user IDs, and the ticket, it is giving us the IDs of the tickets. So remember what we did with our users. So we need to go back to our comments section. I mean under comments controller. Then we need to change our create. Under create, instead of displaying so for the user, we need the full name. Then for the ticket, so what do we display under the ticket? So let's just check on our model what our ticket has. So we can actually use it to show the title. So let's just go back here and say this is the title. So you can say title, but I'll show you how this will work. We don't have to be choosing the tickets. So we'll modify this to look a bit better. So then I'm going to remove this binding. So I'll remove the binding. Then I can do away with this validate. So we can do that. Then here I'll do full name. Then here I'll do title. Same case here. I'll do full name. Then here I'll also do title. Then same case here. I'll do, so I think that is, so here we have the full name. Then here I'll also have the title. So that is it. So if we launch our app now, we should be able to see the changes. So before even we go that route, under create, you'll notice that our form, so we can actually we can do the same thing here. We can arrange these to be in two columns, I mean. So you can save class row. You can do that. So then I'm going to move this a bit here. Then we can also do div class md. Here we can do 6. Then I'm going to close it here. So I'm going to close it there. Then I can also do here md6. I can close it here. Can also do that md6, and I can close it here. I can do another md6, can close it here. Then I can refresh this, and we have everything looking okay. So then our buttons here, we can do, this is up, I think that's okay. Then we can do bit class here for the list, btn, you can do warning. So if we do that, let's relaunch our app and see how this works. So for those who are following this video and series and you like the video, comment down below, subscribe for more details, and we will be good to assist. So if you go to comments, we'll now have our list. So you can see if I click add new comments, you can see now we have our description. So you can give the description. Then tickets, now we are now giving the names, the date, provide the date, and the person, that is the user. So if we click create, we'll have our details here. So you can see we have our details, and you can see now the created by is giving us the name, the ID instead of the name. So we can go to the index, then we can display here, instead of name, we can just say we need full name. Then we can also change this to be, so we can separate this, we say this is view, can do here, we say this is edit. We can also do another one called delete. So we can also replicate this. So I'm going to copy this there, copy it there. Then we can say we have the first one is view, so that is details. So I'm going to remove that. we just want to have one button, and I'm going to have another class, say btn warning. So then edit, I'm going to have it that way. Then I'm going to have this as a class. So this will be btn primary. Then delete, we have that, and we can say class btn. So that is danger. So you can do danger here. So if I format this, then let's just, here we can say add new comments. So that is our button name. So if we update, we should be able to have the changes now. We have our buttons, and this should change to name. So let's just see if that, so we need to relaunch it. So let's just relaunch. So if we relaunch it, we need to have all those information displayed. So if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed up to this point, please consider subscribing, like the video, and comment down below. So if we go to tickets, you'll notice that now we have the buttons. You see these buttons, and here we are displaying the name. So you can actually create here, and we say can do that. So I'm just providing some weird information, so you can always do the correct thing. So you can see I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing here. So, and create. So you can see this is now my table for tickets. So there's one thing we have noted. You see the tickets, it is displaying the numbers. So what if we want to display the description of the title? So go back to the ticket, and here you will see we need the, you can say the title of the ticket. So if you do that, update our application, then this will change to the titles of the tickets. So let's just, you see, these are the titles of the tickets. So you can add more details. So I'll just do here, do that, choose the user, and create. So this is how you create the tickets. So we've been able to now do our tickets. We've been able to do our information. So what I want us to do, you see on this application, we have the tickets list, and this tickets list, we know that the comments are tied to tickets. So here we can actually have another section to view the comments. So we can go back to the tickets index. So just go back to the index section. So I want us to introduce another section here, another header called comments. So if we go to the comments, we can actually now go here. You can go here, and you can say this is action ID. Then here you can say comments. So here I'm going to provide, so I'll say this is secondary. Then I'm going to provide the controller. So I'm saying, so you can provide the controller. You say sp controller. So we need to say comments. So I want to change something. So go back to the comments. Here, I want to take the same index page. You see this index page? This one. And I want to check. So here I'll say, I'll give these as tickets comments. So these tickets comments, I want to, so here I'll just do variable. So I'll say this is comments. Then I say this is can do await. Then we can do here to list async. So if we do that, so then we return this view here. Then there's one thing I want us to do. I want us, when we pass the ticket ID, so here I want us to say int ID. So this will be ID. And here I always want like the one dot per line rule. So if we do that, I want us to now say dot where. So I want us to get all the comments for a particular ticket. So I'll just do the ticket ID is equals to ID that we've just applied. So this will give us all the tickets. But now we need to have this view. So under the comments, I'm going to create another eraser view. So I'll stop my app, then I'm going to create another eraser. So here I just do that. And this will actually be the same as the index one. So I'm going to copy the index one and paste everything here. So it will look the same thing. So if we do that, let's launch our app. So the next thing is we need to now copy these comments, go back to our tickets under index. Instead of so we are going to transfer this to comments controller, then action, we are going to say tickets comments, then it will pass the ID of the tickets. So let's just launch our app. So that is how you link. You can actually navigate from the tickets to their specific comments. So let's just launch the app and see how that works. So if we go back to the tickets, so under tickets, so let's just go back to the tickets. So these are so here. So you can see here we have the comments. So if I click on comments, it will take me to the tickets, as you can see, and it will actually filter based on that particular ticket. So if you go back, if I choose another one, you see that this one doesn't have the comments. So if I choose another one, you see this access to application has these all comments and it has been created by these particular users. So that is how you can navigate to the specific details per this information. So I'm going to leave it there for today. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like the video, and comment down below. And see you in our next video. Bye.